Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, Scott, nice to finally meet you, man.
Good to meet you too, man.
Scott, just tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do in your business, basically?
Truck driver, haul a lot of freight every single day, hoping to build up a business with Automation Industries, franchising with them, going into Amazon FBA. Hopefully, after that, moving into real estate, other opportunities.
Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, cool. So, when you found out about us, you got onboarded. How was the entire onboarding process?
So, from the start,
Yeah,
so
from
like 29, so Andrew and Jerry directed me over to you guys with Sky Credit. Everybody's been really friendly from Sky Credit. I was a little thrown off at first, mainly because I was really worried about scams.
absolutely.
There's all kinds of scams on the internet, man, and the mass majority of them come out of India and other countries over there. So in that sense, I was trying to do as much research as I can, and I kept on getting red flags. Looking up 29 Builders, it was coming up as a company in India for some weird reason.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, Andrew, when I got an email from him, I got a alert from Gmail stating that this email account has been used to scam people before.
What the hell?
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, that's really weird. Okay, all right. And then when I was looking up Sky Credit, I didn't really find anything much on Sky Credit. Pretty much just the website. And then I looked up Sky Credit and 29 Builders on the Better Business Bureau, and all it said that they were businesses. It didn't say that they were accredited or anything. So there were just a lot of red flags, which is why I actually canceled my first appointment with Sky Credit because I had to get more information. Everything that I was getting was just flag after flag after flag.
By the way, I forgot to tell you, be completely honest with me. I want to know everything. I want to make the best customer experience possible. So that's actually a great transition question because could I have done better in order for you to like literally where you come in and be like, you have no worries, no red flags. You like, oh my God, this is the company I want to work with. Because I would love to make those things true.
See, that's where I was a little thrown off too, because I was told by Jerry, because I was talking to Jerry and I told him about my concerns about like how this said it was from India and this said it was from this and that, the scam and all that. And he told me, oh, no, man, you don't have to worry about that. We've partnered with Sky Credit and we have the partnership with Automation Industries, and we pay people from the United States to do the work because they didn't want to outsource it to other countries, which I have no issue with outsourcing to other countries as long as everything is legit and reliable in that
Yeah.
aspect. No issues with that. But I was a little thrown off when I first met Harold and Juliet and Jill from Sky Credit, and I saw their time on the computer and I was like, 6 a.m. That's 12 hours behind me. That's
Yeah.
over. Is that the Philippines? And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, how'd you know? And they've been great. Like, they've been absolutely 100%. Like, they've called me on every little thing and everything and reassured me in the aspect to make sure that it is legitimate and I haven't had any concerns in that aspect. But it was something that I was thrown off by.
Yeah, I'll definitely talk to Jerry and to make sure that obviously he doesn't say that. No, but his team, the 1E9 builders, obviously we're just like part Sean Adams is the one who owns his company and he's the one who trains his sales team. And they basically we just went into partnership and basically he's like, hey, I have a lot of clients that want business credit for automation services. Can we partner up? I can just send you clients. And obviously said, yes, I'm not going to say no to more clients. From my knowledge, all their team, they're in the United States. So
Yeah.
maybe I don't know if Jerry just said, "Hey, my team is we're all in the United States," because they're obviously remote too. They're all over from the United States, but from
Yeah.
what I know, they're all from the United States. My team, I had to outsource because it's a lot cheaper labor and because it's a lot of grunt work. It's just like being on the phone all day with the credit bureaus sucks. Like it
I
really
believe it.
that's not so it's just a lot of time doing all that stuff. So yeah, man. So I have like 17 employees right now in the Philippines because it's a lot of just like being on the phone, doing paperwork, doing just back end stuff, right? Yeah, and it has been working great so far. And they're very reliable and their work ethic is good. So
No, and I can tell that so far.
awesome. But
I
I'm glad to hear that you've had a positive experience with Sky Credit Enterprise. So
yeah.
okay, cool. But you're right. I think I gotta make sure I'm in the registered Better Business Bureau then. I gotta see whether because here in America, there's no like, for example, when a realtor gets certified by the boards of realtors, there's no boards of credit specialists. Unfortunately, that there's
Yeah.
no association here in America for that. Unfortunately, because that'd be kind of cool if there was to be honest with you, because I have seen, like, and you're right, like I have seen a lot of people who are like credit specialists, but I would not give them my information at all. After onboarding, you said everything, they were great, super kind, respectful. Did you feel like you felt very well informed, educated on the entire process?
Yes, until we started talking about the business domain and having everything set up for like a separate email, phone call, website, all that. It was kind of just mentioned real quick, and then
Oh,
yeah, it's GoDaddy, and then we were supposed to have a Zoom call for last Friday, I believe, about getting that set up, and they said, "Oh, never mind. It's not important right now. We're not going to have any further Zoom calls until further notice."
that makes sense. That makes sense because I think they made the executive decision that for your case, it wouldn't be that necessary because Harold probably told the team, Harold is the funding director. So he probably told them, like, hey, his credit profile is too thin. So I would have to apply for personal credit at the same time for business credit to just try to get him as much credit as possible because the business email, the business phone number, getting all those registered, it's going to cost you money. So we don't want to incur you more expenses
Yep.
if you're still probably not going to get approved just because your personal credit file is very, very thin right now. Like I said, one personal account under your name right now, it wouldn't make sense. Now, if you were already more beefed up, you had years with multiple credit cards, then we would say, yeah, you have to, because again, the whole point of an LLC, a business, and yourself is that there's a separation between the person. And what a lot of business owners say, like, oh, my home address is the business address, the business phone number is that, my personal email is the business email, right? They're mixing you as an entity and the business as an entity. They're
Yeah.
combining them, and that's what banks, just in general, you should not be doing. That's probably why Harold just told Juliet, don't even let him waste his money on that. I'll go for funding for him either way. Okay.
Okay.
That becomes more apparent and needed once you get to the third or like second or third round of funding, because that's when we start hitting smaller banks. And the smaller banks are the ones who are more, they check on things a lot more because since they're not backed by trillions of dollars like Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they cannot take as much risk as the big.
Yeah.
So that's why they like nitpick your application like crazy. So this is why then at that point, like, trust me, I got a guy who knew a lot about business credit because he had a mentor. And then he still came to me because he started getting denied for all the medium-sized banks and lower and special credit unions. And he came up to me, he's like, what's going on? So he signed up. I went through the entire, I checked everything. And then eventually he told me that he was at one of the banks. That banks, they Googled his business name, instantly denied him on the spot. I was like, I know what's your problem. You're not showing up on Google. You have bad SEO. So we had to do SEO for him because guess what? Those medium-sized banks, if you're not showing up on Google, they're not even going to approve you for credit. Just as simple as that, right? So there's so many things that can go wrong in just getting business fund. You can have an 850 credit score. You can be amazing. You can have everything else, all the ducks in line in order. But this one tiny little thing that just like, they rather just not risk anything. They just rather not risk it. Man, I'm super excited for you because here's the cool thing. I wish I had me when I was starting the credit journey. I fucked so many things up. I'm super excited for you because I hear the passion behind you. Like, hey, I want to change. I want to do that. You're reminding me of me. I used to work 3 Domino's jobs, bro. I worked like 80 hours a week. It was insane. Dude, it's been crazy. I've been assaulted. I've been robbed. I did everything. I lost friends on the job. They passed away. It's some crazy stuff like that can happen. Yeah, because you were delivering on the bad side of town, man. At 3 o'clock in the morning, things can happen. And I know that for truck drivers, it's like one of the deadliest jobs. You guys have to make sure your payload is secure. You're secure while sleeping on the road. You can be falling asleep. And then you're liable for literally everything. And it sucks. I think that's just horrible, man. So, I mean, props to you. You move America, man. And I know, dude, just keep grinding, keep hustling, keep building this empire on the side, and you'll get there, bro. You'll get there.
Yeah, I know how you feel about the restaurant industry, man. I ran several McDonald's, supervisor of quite a few. Lots of hours, man. Lots of hours.
Yeah. So awesome, man. Well, Scott, I appreciate you taking the time. I hope you learned a lot today, and I appreciate it for the quick testimonial and being super honest. I really appreciate that. Keep listening to my team, keep working on it, and we'll keep going from there. Okay.
All right, sounds great, man. All right, thank you.
Awesome. See you,
Hey,
Scott.
take
Bye-bye.
care.